The Galactic Council's ultimatum arrived on a Tuesday, transmitted across 67 star systems in 43 different languages. The message was simple, direct, and carried the weight of 10,000 years of absolute authority. Humanity will submit to immediate disarmament and accept protectorate status, or face total annihilation. Admiral Sarah Chen read the translation for the 5th time, her weathered hands steady despite the tremor of rage building in her chest. Around the war room aboard the Defiance, Earth's most advanced dreadnought, her senior staff waited in tense silence. Protectorate status, she finally said, her voice cutting through the stillness. Fancy words for slavery. The Council had ruled the galaxy with an iron fist since before humanity learned to walk upright. 5 founding races, the crystalline Vorthak, the gas-form ethereals, the hive-mind collective, the mechanical synthery, and the psychic Zephyrians, had established perfect order through overwhelming technological superiority and ruthless suppression of what they termed chaotic elements. Humanity, it seemed, was chaotic incarnate. "Ma'am," Lieutenant Commander Torres spoke up, his tactical display showing the impossible odds they faced. Long-range sensors confirm Council fleets moving to surround all human colonies. "We're looking at a force multiplication factor of roughly 2,000 to 1. Chen nodded grimly. The Council's strategy was as predictable as it was effective. Overwhelming force, total surrender, then centuries of carefully managed decline until the troublesome species simply faded away. They'd done it to 47 civilizations before humanity even existed, but they'd never faced humans before. "Open a channel," Chen commanded. "All frequencies, all human settlements. Priority Alpha." The communications officer's hands flew over her console. Within minutes, every human ship, station, and colony world was listening. "This is Admiral Sarah Chen speaking for the Terran Federation," she began, her voice carrying across the void to reach desperate souls on frontier worlds and crowded core systems alike. "The Council has given us a choice, kneel or die. They expect us to choose survival over freedom, as 47 species did before us." She paused, letting the weight of those words settle. "They don't understand us at all." What happened next would be remembered as the moment humanity revealed its true nature to the galaxy. Instead of preparing for surrender or mounting a hopeless last stand, human colonies began transmitting something unprecedented: tactical data. Military academies on Earth uploaded their entire combat databases. Veteran soldiers recorded personal combat experiences. Engineers shared weapons designs that violated 17 different Council conventions on acceptable warfare. Philosophers transmitted treatises on the moral necessity of resistance. Most shocking of all, humans began teaching. The broadcast network that had carried Chen's speech became a galaxy-wide classroom. Captain Williams on Luna Base began streaming lessons on asymmetric warfare. Dr. Patel from the Mumbai Institute uploaded courses on psychological operations. Even civilians contributed. A retired teacher from New Tokyo created tutorials on logistics, while farmers from the Centauri colonies shared methods for maintaining supply lines under siege. The Council's response was swift and predictable. Their fleets moved to cut human transmissions, but humanity's mesh network had been designed to survive exactly this scenario. Every human ship became a relay node, every colony a transmission hub. When the Council destroyed one broadcaster, 10 more took its place. By the end of the first week, something unprecedented was happening across the galaxy. The Klaxon Liberation Front, long thought extinct, began transmitting intercepted human tactical manuals. The suppressed Meridian-free cities started coordinating resistance cells using human organizational techniques. Even the supposedly pacified remnant worlds began showing signs of what Council analysts could only describe as human-style insubordination. The Vorthak High Command called an emergency session. "The humans are teaching rebellion." The crystalline entity's translated thoughts rang with uncharacteristic uncertainty. "Not fighting, teaching. Their resistance methodology is viral." The ethereal representative, a shimmering cloud of conscious gas, pulsed with agitation. 17 systems report coordinated uprisings. The humans share knowledge of our weaknesses that we ourselves did not know existed. The worst part, from the Council's perspective, was that humanity's lessons worked. Small, seemingly impossible victories began accumulating across the galaxy. A handful of outdated fighters destroyed a Syntheri dreadnought using human-designed attack patterns. Zephyrian mind slaves broke their conditioning using human-developed psychological techniques. The rigid, invincible Council war machine began experiencing something it hadn't felt in millennia: uncertainty. 6 months after the ultimatum, the Council faced a galaxy in revolt. Their fleets, designed for overwhelming enemies into submission, proved surprisingly vulnerable to the coordinated, adaptive tactics humanity had unleashed. Worse, every victory against the Council only spread human teachings further. The final blow came when the collective itself, the hive mind that had helped found the Council, began fragmenting. Human concepts of individual thought and personal freedom had somehow infiltrated their neural network, creating chaos in their perfect unity. Admiral Chen stood on the bridge of her flagship as the Council's surrender terms arrived. Not an ultimatum this time, but a request for negotiation. The five-species oligarchy that had ruled the galaxy for 10,000 years was asking humanity, one species among thousands, to discuss terms. She smiled, thinking of the message that had started it all. The Council had ordered humanity to kneel, expecting the same compliance they'd always received. Instead, they discovered something that terrified them more than any weapon. Humans didn't just fight for freedom, they taught others how to find it. The galaxy would never be the same. "Helm," she commanded, "set course for Galactic Central. It's time to teach the Council about democracy." As the Defiance turned toward the heart of the galaxy, its communications array continued broadcasting the endless stream of human knowledge. In classrooms across 1,000 worlds, newly free beings learned the most dangerous lesson humanity had to offer: that no authority, no matter how ancient or powerful, could stand forever against the simple idea that all beings deserve to be free. The Council had ordered humanity to kneel. Instead, they'd taught a galaxy how to stand.